Vaginal yeast infections are very common among all the types of vaginal infections. Every 3 out of 4 women face this yeast infections. Among the yeast infections, the most commonest yeast affecting women is Candida albicans. So I will be talking about what are the symptoms of this vaginal yeast infections. The most commonest symptoms of vaginal yeast infections are change in the discharge. That is, a woman, she usually complains of thick curdy white discharge or greenish colored discharge. This discharge can be associated with severe itching in the vaginal area. It can be both internal as well as external. It can be associated with severe rash in the private areas. It can also be associated with a swelling in the lips of the vagina. She also complains of difficulty in peeing. When she's trying to urinate, she finds it difficulty, or it literally burns when she urinates, or whenever she has intercourse, she complains of a burning sensation. So these are the most commonest symptoms what a vaginal yeast infections present as. I would like to tell about the most commonest causes for this vaginal yeast infections. We Asians are more prone for diabetes, and as we all know, India is the diabetic capital of the world. Like how we love sweets, the fungus, that is the Candida albicans, which is the most commonest yeast fungal infection, loves sweets, and there is more attraction to infections. So diabetic patients are more prone for this fungal yeast infections. The most other important cause is having multiple sexual partners. More than one sexual partner, more chances of infection, especially the fungal infections. And the third but not the least, the PCOD problem. 8 out of 10 women will have PCOS nowadays. This is because of all the lifestyle changes we are coming across. Sedentary lifestyle, lack of exercise, junk food, late sleeping, too much of stress, all this has led to PCOS. In PCOS women, more is the estrogen, more is the chances of vaginal infections. And among the vaginal infections, as I told you, fungal infections are the most commonest, affecting 3 out of every 4 women. Last but not the least, menopausal women. As I told you, during menopause, which is a period called perimenopause, there is a deficiency of estrogen hormone, which is a women-friendly hormone. This estrogen protects us from so many infections. It has cardioprotective functions. But as we advance in our age, the estrogen deficiency starts, and a lot of infections, cardiac related issues, obesity, thyroid related issues, hormonal disturbances can happen. So menopausal women are also very prone to yeast infections because of the shrinkage of the vaginal tissues, which happens due to the deficiency of estrogen hormone. So let me tell you about the treatment for this vaginal yeast infections. Vaginal yeast infections are usually treated with antifungals. As I told you, once you meet your gynecologist, a vaginal discharge sample is being sent to the laboratory for testing. Depending on whether it's a bacterial or an yeast infection, the medications are prescribed. Usually for vaginal yeast infections, a combination of antifungal and antibacterials are being given. So it is also equally important to treat the male partner if your vaginal infection is being repeatedly occurring following a sexual intercourse. So what we do is we treat simultaneously both the male and the female partner for a duration of 3 to 6 days with antifungals, the simple antifungals. If there is no improvement, we add antibiotics along with the antifungals, and we also increase the duration of treatment. And we see if the symptoms are better, we call for a re-examination. If the symptoms have subsided, well and good. We educate the partners about safe sexual practice, hygiene maintenance. So let me tell you what are the precautions you need to be taking to prevent this vaginal yeast infections. Using tight fitting underwears. Always remember, vagina needs aeration. If you use too tight panties, tight fitting underwears, that can block the air, and as I told you, the warmth or the moisture can be a media for the fungus to grow. So always avoid tight fitting innerwears and taking very hot baths. As I told you, the warmth acts as a media for a fungus or a bacterial to grow. So the more hot environment inside, it promotes the growth of this yeast infections. Having lots of fluids, hydrating yourself well can also prevent this infections, because the more fluids, the more flushing happens, and there will be a complete wash away of all this fungus infections. Staying in wet clothes for a longer time can also attract fungal infections. So whenever you go for a workout or whenever you go for a swim, make sure you remove the wet clothes and wear a comfortable, easy breathing cotton clothes and prevent this fungal infections. The other thing is, nowadays we see so many cosmetic products which are scented, which are perfumed, and they advertise that saying that these are perfumed feminine products to be used for your private areas. Those can also cause harm to your private areas. What happens is this perfumed products can cause irritation to the skin. Any irritation to the skin can always lead to inflammation. Any inflammation can turn over to an infection and attract the growth of yeast infections or even a bacterial infections. Last but not the least, unnecessary use of antibiotics, self-treating yourself without consulting a gynecologist, not knowing the reason for your vaginal infections can also be harmful and lead to more serious vaginal infections. So if you keep these things in your mind and also practice safe and hygienic sexual intercourse and be careful when you're using common toilets, especially in office, in your malls, make sure you flush the toilets before using. In some unavoidable circumstances where we are forced to use the common toilets, maybe in a mall or in an office, you can always something which is available in the market called P-Safe. What you do is you flush the commodes before using, spray this P-Safe on the sitting slab area. This P-Safe is nothing like a hand sanitizer what we use to sanitize our hands. So when you spray this P-Safe on the sitting commode area, you wait for 30 seconds so that the bacteria or the fungus in that area becomes inactive and it prevents you from getting the infection. So this is easily available and this should be really carried with you every time in your handbag because we don't know when an unavoidable circumstances comes. So you should be ready, and this is how you can prevent the vaginal yeast infections. It's all in our hands before we actually go to a gynecologist. You can prevent it. Prevention is always better than cure.
Don't forget to like and share this video. For more such videos, do subscribe to the MFine channel and hit the bell icon to never miss any update.